The sun beat down on Tehran, casting long shadows across the bustling city. It was a day like any other, filled with the hum of daily life. Then a deafening roar tore through the sky, followed by a chilling silence. News spread like wildfire. The president's helicopter had crashed. Panic and confusion gripped the nation. This wasn't just an accident, it was a tragedy that threatened to unravel the very fabric of Iranian society. The crash sent shockwaves far beyond Iran's borders. World leaders expressed condolences while intelligence agencies scrambled for answers. Was this a tragic malfunction, a cruel twist of fate, or something more sinister? The world watched, holding its breath, as Iran grappled with the unthinkable. The incident immediately sparked a firestorm of speculation. Some whispered of mechanical failure, a tragic accident. Others pointed fingers, murmuring about internal power struggles. The most unsettling rumors, however, hinted at something darker: sabotage, a deliberate act of aggression. The stakes couldn't be higher. Iran, a nation long accustomed to external pressure, found itself teetering on the precipice. The crash was more than just a national tragedy. It was a potential catalyst for conflict, a spark that could ignite a regional powder keg. The world held its breath, waiting to see what would rise from the ashes. The official timeline, shrouded in ambiguity, only deepened the mystery. It began with a routine takeoff, the president embarking on a domestic trip. Shortly after, communication with the helicopter was lost. Then the chilling news: the aircraft had gone down, crashing in a remote area outside Tehran. Details remained scarce, fueling public anxiety. The government, grappling with the crisis, released fragmented information. The crash site, heavily secured, became a point of intense focus. Investigators combed through the wreckage, searching for clues, for answers. The black box, a beacon of hope in the chaotic aftermath, was recovered. Yet its secrets remained tightly guarded. Adding to the confusion were conflicting eyewitness accounts. Some claimed to have seen the helicopter explode mid-air, others reported a fiery descent. The lack of clarity, the shroud of secrecy, only intensified the growing suspicion. Was the government withholding information? Were they struggling to control a narrative that was spiraling out of their grasp? The official investigation, shrouded in secrecy, dragged on. Weeks turned into months, and still, a definitive answer remained elusive. The uncertainty, the lack of closure, gnawed at the nation's psyche. The crash had become an open wound, a constant reminder of the fragility of power and the ever-present threat of unseen forces. Iran's geopolitical landscape, a complex web of alliances and rivalries, added another layer to the mystery. Long locked in a tense standoff with the United States, the nation found itself caught in a dangerous game of brinkmanship. The crash, occurring against this backdrop of tension, immediately raised alarm bells. Suspicions quickly fell on the U.S., a nation with a history of covert operations and a long-standing adversarial relationship with Iran. The possibility of American involvement, whispered in hushed tones, became a persistent undercurrent in the public discourse. Adding fuel to the fire was Israel, a nation with its own complex history with Iran and a vested interest in destabilizing the regime. Israeli intelligence, renowned for its capabilities, was immediately cast as a potential player in the tragedy. While concrete evidence remained elusive, the historical context, the intricate web of geopolitical interests, made it impossible to ignore the possibility of foreign involvement. Was this a calculated act of aggression, a clandestine operation designed to cripple the Iranian leadership? Or was this merely the unfortunate convergence of tragic circumstance and deep-seated suspicion? Section 4. The Fog of Suspicion: Unraveling the Truth. The investigation, plagued by secrecy and conflicting information, struggled to gain traction. The Iranian government, tight-lipped and cautious, released carefully curated statements, fueling public skepticism. Rumors spread like wildfire, filling the void left by official silence. Conspiracy theories, fueled by distrust and uncertainty, took root and flourished. Some pointed to internal power struggles, suggesting a coup orchestrated from within the Iranian government. Others, fueled by anti-Western sentiment, saw the crash as a blatant act of sabotage, a direct attack by foreign powers. Adding to the confusion was a flurry of conflicting reports. Anonymous sources claiming insider knowledge whispered of explosive devices, of intercepted communications, of a meticulous plan gone awry. These leaks, impossible to verify, further muddied the waters, blurring the line between fact and fiction. The crash had become a Rorschach test, a blank canvas onto which individuals projected their own fears, biases, and beliefs. The truth, elusive and shrouded in mystery, remained tantalizingly out of reach. Was this a tragic accident, a cruel twist of fate? Or was it a deliberate act, a calculated strike executed with chilling precision? Section 5, Echoes of the Crash, A World on Edge. The implications of the crash reverberated far beyond Iran's borders. The incident, regardless of its true cause, had the potential to destabilize an already volatile region. The world watched with bated breath, bracing for the aftershocks. For Iran, the crash represented a profound crisis of leadership. The nation, already grappling with economic sanctions and internal divisions, now faced the daunting task of rebuilding its government amidst a cloud of suspicion and instability. The incident also cast a long shadow over international relations. The possibility of foreign involvement, if proven true, could trigger a dangerous escalation of tensions. The world, already grappling with numerous flashpoints, could ill afford another conflict. The crash served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace, of the ease with which misunderstandings and mistrust can spiral into violence. It underscored the urgent need for clear communication, for transparency, for a commitment to de-escalation. The world held its breath, waiting to see what would emerge from the wreckage. Would this tragedy become a catalyst for further conflict, or would it serve as a wake-up call? A stark reminder of the need for diplomacy and restraint in a world teetering on the brink.